Hi, how is everybody doing? I am just getting my alcohol from the fridge. Here's my alcohol. Whoops. La, la, la. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you got wonderful cards. I heard my daughter's working again, which is great. Move, move, wow, wow. Well, remember I said God's got a great sense of humor? He's full of love and okay. Let's talk about God's sense of humor. Okay. Ah, all right. So I thought to myself, well, my poor cat, you know, Bobby, come here, Bobby. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Okay. I thought, my poor Bobby is so lonely when I go to work and when I'm gone, shopping and stuff. I'm thinking, Bobby's lonely. He's a lonely cat. And I'm feeling bad for him. So I prayed, and guess what? I got a new playmate. Yeah. Bombay, everyone, this is the new his new playmate. And you're saying, well, you must be like scooping it out all the time and stuff. I'm not paid to say this. I bought this on my own accord because I don't like the smell of regular cat litter. In the early 2000s, clumping cat litter started coming out, and it would be like in the last ends of the 90s too. And they used to say you could flush it down the toilet, but I tried that in a motel while I was traveling with a cat. It doesn't work, trust me. So anyway, what happened was clumping cat litter started coming out, and when you would use the baking soda with it, it smelled like nothing. You scoop it out every couple of days. I had 4 cats, and I would just have a couple of litter boxes. Well, what happened was after a while, I'm going to be honest, you need, when you're dealing even with clumping cat litter, for every cat you have to have a litter box. And I was thinking I was going to go in the same problem with having 2 cats. I was eventually going to have to get 2 litter boxes. Well, I bought Pretty Kitty because I just didn't want to deal with the litter stuff, and I heard a lot of really good things about them. I really did. I heard that Pretty Kitty is pretty good. Hi, how are you? Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're having a good Mother's Day or helping someone have a good Mother's Day. Put a thumbs up, and I will be talking. I'm be working on I'm going to put some sniglets and stuff and do some, I got to do some writing. I really do. Today is absolutely beautiful. To me, it is beautiful because it dried my hair in less than 15 minutes. Look at that. It's all dry outside. Wind and all. Okay. Yeah, see? There. Put a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm. I am going to be working with a young witch, and I am going to be writing, not working, but writing about somebody who is, they don't talk about witches being divorced or going through crap and having to deal with rumors and going in the real workforce and being looked at as a weirdo. So, yeah, yeah. Well, come over here, my little sweetums. Oh, he's my little sweetie. Now, this is my little guy. I said, so God has a really great sense of humor. I remember going, God, I really feel bad. Sometimes I'm gone for 2 days. I was gone for a week, and when I came home, the only thing I run to, I know it sounds weird, I run to my animals, I run to my cat. And he was so excited, he jumps in my arms. I'm like, oh, he's so loving. So I am glad. Yes, I see you there, Mr. Bombay. Mr. Bombay is sitting over here on my bed, being a very good boy. He has been a very good boy. In fact, it's funny because I would say that he's middle-aged, and my cat is a teenager and driving poor Bombay crazy. Yeah, you do. Don't say no. You always drive Bombay crazy. It's a bit strong, this blue Hawaiian. Ooh, it's like, wow, Hawaii. Okay, now, let's make a joint. All right. So anyway, when I make a joint, I usually like to pack it. There we go. I got my, they come with these. These are packers. So we go. And I already have my stuff mixed up. I like to put it like in a crescent moon almost. So I fill it up really good a couple times, and then I put in some keef. I call it my white girl joint. The more keef, the more wowie wowie, huh? Wow, wow. So I got it filled up there. Okay, it's over there. Okay, what I've been doing is using it from my other weed grinder. What I do when I get done with my initial, my weed has been done and used up in here, I clean out the grill. And a lot of times you'll get stuff just a little bit left over. And I use that to fill my white girl joints. I usually do pretty good. Christmas time, I gave almost, yeah, drinks is what everybody got from me for Christmas. Okay, so I'm just doing a scoop. And then when I run out of this, you know, the spot that I'm using, then I use other ones, because the one I'm using is also got, has keef in it, and I use that too. Well, hello, Bombay. I am so glad you joined our family. Yeah, so he could no longer. Oh, Bombay is like my favorite cat. He's just chill. He doesn't bite or nothing. He's just like chill. He's like a totally free cat because I don't have to pay to fix him. And my other cat really needs to be fixed. So yeah. So here I am. I'm doing a white girl's joint. And I usually keep the thing turned off. Next time I'll try to find Mozart on there. They have classical music people sleep to, so it's over 100 years old and that doesn't get copyright issues stuff. Oh, speaking of which, let me select my photo. All right. Oh boy, it's a bit. I'm just looking for some pictures. Okay. Okay. There we go. Hi, how are you? Oh, keep forgetting my chair gets in the way. Hello, everyone. I am making my white girl joint. I'm going to be smoking it and having a good time. So here we go. All right. All right. So smash that like button and come and tell us where you're from. Hi. Like my picture. I don't have to deal with copyright. It's my shit. Yeah, I totally clean them out when I start over. So, okay. Now I gotta go on this side. Oh yeah, there's a lot. See, I've been busy. So when I use that up, I have plenty here. I used to make about 2 joints. I had to make so many, so I was buying a lot of weed. I was like, oh wee. And you put more in. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna do, this is the last bit, and I fill it up, and then I put the last bit in, like I put keef in. There we go. Ooh, look at that. All right, put some more keef in. I like it just, you know, a certain, like, you don't want to make it too rough when you're trying to smoke a joint. It's good to roll. I'll show you how to roll it to make it, to loosen them up. Yippers. No, you can't. No, I don't care how much you say you love me. You're not going out. You hear that? Mama, I love you. No, them sweet talking days are, that's right. See, my other cat, Mr. Bombay is just sitting there. Oh, I love you. Yes, I do. I am so lucky. It has gotten hot in this room. There we go. Done. This has got keef at the end and all through the way. So, let me close this up. I love my stuff. And here we go. Oh, it looks cool the way the smoke goes up on there. Well, I love how it follows me. I'm walking through my room. What I gotta do is I'm going to open up my vent because I closed it because it came out of the shower and I was really cold. All right, there we go. There. Thank you. Hello. Well, anyway, I have begun writing on a different, I'm writing 2 different comedies. I'm dealing with a woman. Both of them are single women. We got one that's a comedy that doesn't care to change and one that wants to do nothing but change. So, yeah, I couldn't make up my mind. And one's called Meg. You know. And the other one is called The Snake Lady Adventures so far. Unless I change the name. So happy Mother's Day, everybody. And some of them are more fathers and mothers, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Today's beautiful. I went outside and got my hair dried. I was really cold when I get out of the shower, so I like to go outside when it's warm because my hair gets dried and I feel so good. And I'm smoking my white girl joint and feeling sexy. My son was so sweet. He's like, he knows I've been laid off and, you know, I've been kind of bummed and stuff, so he got me like some flowers and some flowers from outside, and I thought that was really nice. I mean, you know, like they said, most kids, you know, they don't do a lot. Last year, you know, so I am very happy. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. So I've been working on some new material and some new stuff, and I think I'm going to make two different ones. Two different, like, you know, I guess it would be like, you know, characters that I'm going to play. I'm excited, actually, because I know how two of the characters will play out. And then you got to deal with when you're on a budget. Always, if you have a voice that no one can really see of a person, yeah, that's a lot easier. Oh, here you go. Here is to having great ideas on a shoestring budget. Amen. So I'm really happy the way this has worked. I haven't added any more into my shampoo or conditioner. It is like a lot, and it has helped my hair grow. It's become a lot thicker. And this is something I'm going to tell you this: when you go and you buy all these things that make your hair grow, I got a question for you guys. Do you read what's in it? The first ingredient from anything that you buy, food or stuff that you put on your hair, the ingredient in there, that the first one they list is the most ingredient that they put in there. So when you look at these, you know, hair grow things, you find out the most ingredient is comparable. Yes, it's like this, you know. And I even tried a different thing too. I put it in my hair, and it works pretty good too. My hair's so silky soft. It feels like just as soft. Yes, soft. It's so soft. Smoking my wacko joint and drinking my blue. Yeah, I don't know what it is. This stuff, it's like 20%. Oh, it's only 40 proof. Shoot. Oh, I must be losing my stuff because usually I can, you know, well, I like my weed better than my alcohol anyway, so it is what it is. Well, I hope everyone, you can go and chat down below. Tell me where you're from, how long you watched here. So Meg is a woman who has, she's like, she's been divorced. She got taken and her ass dragged to the coals. She has um, kids that treat her like shit. My kids don't do that. She's got to get, you know, some, how could I say, footing, as they say. She has people who take her for granted in her life, and she just learned that she's from a special type of people. They're like magical, you know, and they're called, she calls herself, but you know, she's a special healing person, but they of course go by witch. But it's more or less, they talk about a little bit of everything. And, you know, dealing with crazy exes and the stuff that she will do and get herself in trouble. But that's what I'm planning on. And then I'm working with Snake Lady. She is, what we're going to do is introduce her and what she does. She has a Winnebago on wheels that she goes in selected places that she gives people her coordinates and they buy weird shit. Before, not soon, she gets shut down every so often, but you know, that's her thing and her little thing going on, all the people that she hangs out with, and most of them you will just hear telephone calls that she's talking to people and she's saying, you know, stuff like, you know, you can't do that, I got in trouble last week for that, you know, and it'll be something funny. So yeah, I've been really just, I was kind of bummed, but oh, was that me? Oh, it was one of my cats. I got two of them now. They keep each other busy. So, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Prayed to God. I said, you know, God, I love my cat. Oh my God, Bobby is wonderful. I think he needs a brother. I did. And then my son, his friend goes, I can't keep my cat. Could you have my cat? So my son had Bombay. And Bombay came into my life, and I said, "Well, you could keep him here." "Oh no, Mom, I'll put him in my room." And he put him in his dad's room. And Devin is such a loner; he could not deal with Mr. Bombay. He said that he woke up and Bombay was watching him sleep, and I go, "No, he's just watching out after you while you're sleeping." "Oh, that's weird. You want the cat?" "Okay." I woke up and he was right next to me. And my other cat was on the other side. Kid you not. I had two men in the bed with me. Of course, they were furry and it was not sexual. And that's the joke. I end up getting two. So I got two black cats. I got one with my kinky little tail, and then I got one with a regular tail, and that's Mr. Bombay. And Mr. Kinky Tail is Bobby. So here is to being answered, not with just one having a cat, but having a playmate. And also, pretty litter, I'm going to tell you this, it's worth its weight in gold, babies. All I did, I just took out all the poopies, and that's it. And the only reason why I did it is because it's been a while and it hasn't smelled or nothing. I thought, well, shoot, I have two cats using one litter box and it did not stink. I am not lying, because when I changed over from the scoopable litter, I went and I got bleach and I cleaned out the litter box. Cleaned it totally out. It was totally clean. I smelled bleach for 2 days. So I use pretty litter. It's the best litter ever. Oh my God. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful Mother's Day. Of course, like I said, there's some moms that are more fathers, you know, and the other way around. Usually you pour this in a drink, but I'm pouring shots because I like doing that. This stuff it's only 40 proof. Goodness gracious. It's hardly anything. But it's always good to hydrate. I am drinking coconut water with pulp. Hey, what's a vampire's favorite animal? A bloodhound. So anyway, yeah, it's lovely. I got two of my babies. Oh, I got my. They're two black cats. Oh, how weird is that? Oh, God's going. Well, we got to make a match, you know. You know how Omega is about matching stuff. We got to match them. So yeah. Oh wow. He was quick. He was just already laid out, and yeah, I'm just sitting there. What do you mean? See, my figuration, I prayed a couple weeks ago that I thought my cat needed a friend. I really did. So, what happened was I inherited my son's cat. That was his friend. He could no longer keep it because where he's moving, his aunt is allergic to cats. So, I'm taking Mr. Bombay. So Mr. Bombay is now mine. He's an older cat fixed. So it's the first free cat I've ever gotten because usually I get a cat and down the road I gotta fix him. So yeah, Mr. Happy Pants over here. I gotta fix Bobby, but yeah, as soon as I get money. So I gotta hear his caterwaulers. Oh, oh. But Mr. Bombay has been very nice and quiet. He's been a very good cat. He has not pooped anywhere else. I don't know if he's peed anywhere else, but I don't smell it. And I would definitely smell it because my litter's impeccable. It's pretty litter. That's what I use. I use pretty litter. It's worth its weight in gold. I swear to God. It's been not even a full week, and it's like amazing. I'm gonna say hell with that. I use my pretty litter. It works so good. Pretty litter. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What do you think? Oh, he's ignoring me right now. Oh, let me get my other cigarette. Whew. So yeah, I can't wait to finish up with some of my writing for my stuff, my comedy. You know, a lot of people must be using a lot of electricity. You can't see this, but not too long ago, my lights dimmed. It was really weird. My son said that's the electrical surge that houses here get every so often. I go, really? He goes, yeah. So that's weird. It's alien technology. So yeah, I'm really happy. Um, I think this is just a way to get my I guess it would be expressive, you know, how I felt. I think there is in every, you know, I guess it would be like in everything that producer puts out or a writer puts out and a producer work together, or if the producer's the same thing, it's their baby. So I'm like, it's it's been quite a learning experience to put this out. I don't know. I really must say, if it wasn't for certain people that we meet, they're the most carnivorous, meanest son of a bitches on the face of the planet. But they taught you shit. They taught you what real assholes were, and you go, wow, okay. And then, like, you know, they have something, they have a certain niche that they get people drawn in, and you use them as a character. You know, like my friend Christine, she was this little itty bitty thing that was hilarious. The first 3 to 4 months, most of her guy friends were totally gaga. That's when I usually, you know, can I borrow your car? I gotta go grocery shopping. Yeah, okay, thank you. BMW, do 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 do. Yeah, she had a lot of boyfriends, and at that time, my ex and I were sharing a vehicle. That was really nice. My dad goes, "When did you drive a BMW?" Oh, Christina has a new boyfriend. Really? Oh, yeah. So, we will have different people that we will talk about, like aunts and uncles and stuff. You know, just like how other sitcoms are, you know, and it will be funny. You know, so it's like, how much of it will be true? You would have to know me for real, you know? So I'm excited about that. It's like a little bit of me out there. I was lazy all day. I took a shower later in the day. I figured, well, you know, it's close to 6 o'clock. I'll go on here and we'll talk about Happy Mother's Day. And we will talk about the first mother, which was, first parents were Adam and Eve. God dang. How many grandchildren do they have now? Adam and Eve. Can you imagine that? And they're going, oh, Jesus Christ. We gotta wait. It's gonna be a long time. Oh. Could you imagine Adam and Eve having a get together with all their all their children? Oh, Jesus Christ. I wonder if they would do it virtual. We're just tired of this shit. We just want to do it virtual. I always talk about me making my choices and God's upstairs in my head if I'm really high. You know what I'm thinking? I wonder what God's thinking about this right now. He's looking down going, nope, I wouldn't do that. No, 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 no. Maybe I send her like a lightning. Okay, I'll send her dry lightning. Whew. Oh God, it reminds you of being. Don't go down memory lane. No, don't do it. Phew. Oh Jesus. That's how it is. You know, in my head, I'm going, I should have looked. Oh, the dry lightning. Oh, God. And I did it, and oh. And you're going, all right. Oh, God did talk to me. He tried. He was up there going, oh, no. I remember the first time I smoked weed. I was living in Detroit, and my friend Christine got some stuff. she was all excited because she found a weed seller that was right next door, and she had him all goozing over her. You're like, what kind of weed you want? She goes, I want your top weed. Okay. That shit was really good. And we're talking, I don't know how she got a big fucking bag of it. Oh God. Oh, my ex comes home. We're all had decided to make brownies, and thankfully Devin was home. He was 12 at the time, and he goes, Mom, can I take over? I go, yeah, okay. All two of us are trying to, we're stirring it up and eating it at the same time. My son just said by the time you're done stirring it, you wouldn't have nothing left. So he cooked the brownies, and my ex comes home and he goes, so what are you doing? Eating. He goes, so, that's a lot of brownies. I go, we bought a lot of mix. Huh. He had never figured it out. I never told him I was getting, like the munchies or anything. He never figured it out. But that was funny. My son comes home and he goes, Mom, what are you doing? We're cooking. Yeah, let me take over. I was so happy. Sometimes when you have kids that are older, they're so good. Yeah. I don't think he was 12, though. He had to be younger than that. Because after the age of 10, I had my daughter, so no. Dang, I can't believe it. My kids, they're just getting older. I didn't do that. Well, one of my kitties is a burper. Mr. Bombay's got burping. He's a good cat, a really good cat. I got 2 black cats now. I wished for one to have a companion, and God's sitting up there. Omega likes to match things. Let's give her a black cat. I heard this many times over that it was hard in the past to adopt out cats, let alone black cats, because of the stigma that they have. So I've always took the underdog, which is the black cat, because a lot of people have used them and abused them in black magic. So I think, it's like I got a matching, almost a matching color pair of cats. Mr. Bombay is way bigger. My cat's like this much smaller to it. It's like a little baby one. Good evening, John. Hi, John. Hello, John. Hello, John. Where have you been? Where have you been? I'm so happy to see you. Oh, I'm drinking. This usually is you put it over rocks, But yeah, it says on the rocks, the Blue Hawaiian. I have more fun just drinking it this way. It's nice and cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I had a good Mother's Day. I told my son, you know what? Whatever you want to fix in the fridge for me for dinner is good. I don't care. It's all good. So I'm really happy, he's been so good. He's been a good guy, yeah. So yeah, oh, I got two ideas. I'm going to be working on two ideas. The one that's like Christina, and then I'm going to be working on the an adult witch getting her life together and dealing with her wacky family. I remember one time I flipped a coin and my dad says, if it's tails, the whole 5 minutes I'll give you me being normal. I go, really? He goes, yeah. My dad would have been boring as normal. I seen it. I got to see it. I wasn't, you know. Yeah. I liked when he was weird. Walking around with those glasses, you know, with the eyes that jiggle out. Yeah, those are fun times. I didn't know it at the time, but boy, now I'm going to girl joint. Woohoo! It's made with keef. Yeah, for Christmas, I gave my colleagues my white girl joint. Oh, they all had a blast. They thought I was #1. I figured if you want to get right with people, do it around Christmas. And Mary Jane always is a good way to go. Yeah, I'm going to be taking skits, writing myself skits and figuring out what to do on both sections. I couldn't figure out, sometimes I get dry in thinking about how to think like my friend Christina. It takes a lot of work, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to be a Christina that day. I'm more in the mood to be someone who's doing a different skit on a different comedy matter. So, you know. And that's the reason why, because I can go back and forth. I just get to the point where you're going, oh, geez. The thing is, I get a lot of ideas from some of my coworkers, and she's going to have word of the day, and I got to figure out, you know, like redneck word of the day that I could use. And you want to hear my word of the, I don't know if you're going to like that. Oh gosh. My word of the day is jail purse. You'll never figure out what this is. Now men have it too. We're not just talking to the women folk. We all have it. Think about a jail purse. You know, jail purse, your poop chute. Yeah, I learned that one. That's my new word of the day. Yeah, I want to do skits. Oh God, my neighbors think I'm weird already. Because when I do the skit um for the like Christina person, it's going to be in the RV, and I'm thinking, good Lord, uh, more or less to do it early in the morning, because if I turn on the air conditioning in the RV, it gets very loud, and I'm not dealing with that. So I gotta do it early in the morning and, you know, have something. Figure it out, because I gotta introduce both my characters and how to make them strong, how to make them a better person, or, you know, one doesn't give a shit about being a better person. She wants to be who she is, and she's proud of it. That's it. And you got one who wants to be the better person of anyone else. So that's where I'm at. My son, he's got me a bouquet of flowers and some flowers for my rose garden. So here's to all the moms who are lucky enough to have kids like mine. Oh, my kid is so good. I am blessed. I'm keeping myself busy. They are, if I told you this, you would not believe this. I used to, a long time ago, when I'd go visit my dad, and we would go through this national park. In fact, I got pictures of it on, I think it's on Facebook and stuff, when I was visiting my dad. And I would meditate and stuff with my dad. We would stop at a place and we would just sit there for like a good half an hour and meditate. And I had some weird dreams. And my dad says, "So what do you want to ask?" I go, "Well, I want to know where I was, where I was that I met, more or less I wanted to know about what happens to people when you go, I guess it would be like, I wanted, I asked it a question, I end up dreaming about being in this dark place. There's no love, there's no nothing, it's just motherfucking dark. I mean, dark as dark, and you feel people around you. And I'm walking through this thing and I bump into Devin. I know it's Devin, but I call him something else. And I go, "How'd you get here?" And a lot of the people got there because they didn't meet the requirements. More or less, they ended their life early. Some of them did bad things and died early, and they're just waiting to be born. Because if you don't make it into heaven, you get weighted to, you don't get to see any of your, I dreamt that you don't get to see any of your ancestors, dead people, you just get born. And I met Devin in there, and I told him that I would find a way to get him born or whatever, to meet up with him, find a way. That's my son. Yeah, I dreamt that I brought him here. He's the one with the, "Oh, Mom, just take it easy. Don't get all huffy." And I go, "Okay. I'm gonna smoke some weed and take it easy." When I get my huffy and I get my panties in a bunch, it's like, "Oh, I'll just play, nah. I'll go smoke my weed and shut the fuck up." It is what it is. Sometimes I really do need to smoke my weed and just zip it, And it's sad. I get all huffy and I need to let go and go, "Okay, I can't change that today. There's nothing I could do. Another time I could change it is just take a deep breath and, yeah, I got to still do with unenjoyment. I got to call them and I got to write a book report why I need their help in helping in paying my electricity." Woohoo! So hopefully this Monday I'll be done with the go back and forth electricity, and pray that I get it. Woo! Let's make a quick prayer. Dear Father God, dear Jesus Christ, ancestors, all angels that can help, please help those that have been afflicted here at Aztec. If we need any help in services that we can be given them. Amen. There. Whew. I love my kids. My daughter, oh my God, she's like my grandma reborn. She gave me my grandma's look, and I'm going, "Oh shit. I thought I could get away with it." No, she got reborn. Gave me that same attitude. My grandma, she gave me that same look too. My grandma had this look like, "Oh, you on shit list today." So yeah. My son, I'm thankful. We were talking, my daughter's like, that she's really good in art, She can draw. I do stick figures. I used to be a whole lot better. I'm got an idea for my art. Of course, yes, amen. I really want every one of my friends to be helped all they need. We all didn't expect the stuff that came out. That we're all, you know, not all of us, but the majority of us are not working. Oh, my cats are gonna freak out. I haven't, I haven't used the vacuum in a bit. Yeah, tomorrow, and tomorrow I am going and is it either tomorrow or Tuesday? Have my blood drawn. I finally can't went over there, get that taken care of, so I can. I do my yearly thing once a year. I just have them draw my blood and go, okay, how's it going, you know. And then they told me every other year I send my I send a specimen in, and they usually tell me I'm okay because I've done it more than once and it's easy. They go, oh, we're so glad you're calling today. And I go, why? Well, you're the positive one where you're nothing wrong and you're real healthy. I'm like, oh, thank you. So I'm grateful for that. Thank you, God. I got so far so good, no complaints. I went to my doctor and they still can't believe that I don't have not a prescription. No, I have no prescription. I just take oh, in fact, I gotta take them. It's this. You take two of these. Oh no, I didn't get the ones that I get the ones on eBay. They're 50% cheaper. These ones. Oh. Mm. God, opening them up's a bugger. Super Mushroom Daily Gummies. Immunity, focus, energy, and mood. Mm, 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 mm. I'm starting to like mushrooms. There we go. Delish. And I also take twice a day. Once in the morning and once at night. So what you been up to, my Polish prince? Oh God, this stuff is good. Oh wow. You are so lucky. You have a blessed life. I am so happy for you, though. Ooh-wee. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I really am. Hmm. Well, now you're you're like a beacon of light. And it's beautiful. Here is to John, aka the Polish Prince. I drank up my other stuff, so my son, I had him dry the last little bit. He goes, "Oh, this stuff's nasty." Not everybody likes it. I'll buy some more when I get a job, I guess. And I'm drinking coconut water with pulp. Yeah, that's true. You want to make sure they have, like, you have equal goals and they're not an asshole. You know, they didn't make Asshole of the Month Club. Yeah. You know, and it's bad when you go to look up, "Hey Siri, who's Asshole of the Month Club?" Your girlfriend. Oh shit. Ah, jeez. For me, it's like, "Hey Siri, yeah. So, I'll name a person, you know. Oh, that last boyfriend you dated was an asshole. He was playing you like a fit. And you know what? I don't want to hear no more." Ah, jeez. And I agree right with you. I think I have come a long way. I am glad I'm no longer the person that was at one time 18. I was an asshole. I really was. You know? It is what it is. You know? You grow up. Love is the most powerful thing in the world. The Beatles had it right. Mm. All you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love. All you need is, yeah. All you need is, yeah. I don't want to get copyrighted. But yes, it's agreed. And I think that I had more of a mother-daughter relationship with my grandmother on my dad's side because I used to call her up on Mother's Day. I wasn't at all very close to my mother. She was doing time. So it wasn't easy to call her up on Mother's Day on the most honest part. So I'd call up my grandmother and I'd wish her happy Mother's Day, and we'd have a nice talk. Back then they had something called long distance. You see, we have a cell phone that I can go on YouTube with. That's what I'm using my cell phone for. You can receive telephone calls, you can call people out, and you don't think of, like, gosh, I'm calling someone in Georgia and I'm in Nevada. Mm-mm. It's only international, and even that's a lot easier than what it used to be. It used to be about $5 to $6 a minute. Oh, hey, 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 hey! I told you, Mr. Bombay, no more burping. I got, like I said, John, I got two cats now, two black cats. It's like God sat up there. Yeah, you prayed for, you wanted another companion. Okay, I'll sit you. Hey, I know you like matching. Let's make it of two black kitties. So I got two black cats, and they're awesome. My son's like, that one watches you in your sleep. Well, so does my cat. Oh, he's a little bit bigger. My cat's like a little more smaller and he's not as big. So maybe that's the deal. But they're both males. Yeah. I thought of this and I told my son, I don't think I really want to go grocery shopping with you for a while. People give me weird looks. Well, Mom, there's a bunch of cougars in this town, and they probably think that you're I'm your cougar, you're my cougar or whatever. I'm like, ah, Jesus. So I thought about that, and I thought, oh God. But I'm grateful for my son. My daughter, she got me hooked on going on Converse. I mean, I liked my Converse back then, I still do. It's just, how can I say this? When you have to put shoes on your kids, you don't worry about Converse. You go to the secondhand shop and you buy whatever you can. And that's what I used to do. So whatever I could get free or secondhand shop, that's how I shopped. And if there's no Converse, I didn't buy them. So yeah, I have a pair of Converse somewhere that's Michigan State. I have, my daughter hates this. She's shorter than me. And I go, looks just like me. Everything. Mini me. Oh, you want to meet mini me? Oh, I get the look. I go, wow, you got that evil eye going there, Grandma. She looks at me, doesn't say anything. It's the eye look, trust me. And she's got the most beautiful blue eyes. They're like this fucking color. I kid you not. They're like this color. People used to comment on, like, it's like beautiful blue. It's like they're hypnotizing. And then I go, okay, what did I do to piss you off? What didn't I do? 1 month, I had a slaughter of stuff I pissed my daughter off on. Yeah. My son said Happy Mother's Day, and I now know my daughter is working again. Dear Lord, please keep them working. Please. Amen. Dang, cat. Wasn't me. I didn't burp. My dang cat just, man, you get the older things, they just burp and fart. They're like human beings. when I was a kid, my dad told me women had fart glands. So when we go to sleep, they all let loose. So I'm like thinking, shoot, that's a good story. I'm going to get away with a whole lot of stuff. Because I knew it wasn't true. My dad, when I came home after he got a call from my teacher, he says, do you really believe that about the fart gland? And I go, come on, Dad. You really think I'm that stupid? He goes, well, I go, Eric's different. We know he's just a little bit different, okay? He goes, I go, man, I had everyone laughing. And go, we had broccoli today, and then telling him, you know, I had a blast, and in more ways than one. And he goes, so did you get in the quiet room? I go, yeah, I meditated. That's why I didn't worry about it. And he walked, and he says, oh shit. Yeah, I knew what was going to happen. Yeah. I was always in that quiet room. I protested. I am not going to do that. And my poor dad got another call from a teacher. Mrs. Grossman, she loved me. I bet you that's why her hair got so thin. She needed more vitamin A. If you don't get enough vitamin A, well, it also helps with hair growth too, you know. No, FYI, if you work midnights, take vitamin A and B. I'm just, dear God, thank you for good friends. So John will never meet me, and we are just only online. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful to have him as my friend and someone who doesn't bullshit and tells me the truth. Amen. I'm grateful. I am wearing, I bought this a long time ago. eBay was a lot different a while back. You can buy King Solomon, like, trinkets all the time. And that's what it is. It's from, like, one of King Solomon's, what they had for, like, I guess it'd be like what he used on, I guess it'd be one of his rings was engraved. So they put it in this, and I said, cool. I couldn't afford the rings. They were way spendy. I said, shoot, I'd rather buy a cross than a fucking $300 ring. Shoot. So I'm just so grateful, God, that I've got good friends. I got Sarah. She's a good friend. And I got Sid Vicious, yeah. And trust me, she's a good friend. Her mom gave me the okay to whip her. Really? Her mom says, yeah, just hit her like that. And I go, well, like this? She goes, yeah, like that. I go, oh, okay. Oh, boy. I got great friends. Their moms let me, yeah, you just do, oh, that's so much fun. You mean like this? No, like that. Oh. I remember when my dad and I played a game, and I said, Dad, there's a game that me and some of the neighbors play. What is it? Well, it's a, you know, ghost hunters, And they had this English one, and every time his wife would scream, you take a shot. So I said, no, no, we don't do it with alcohol. We just do it with, we drink wine. Instead of drinking a whole glass, we would drink shots, because we found out if we took a swig, you know, it was more than a shot sometimes, and people got really intoxicated and never made it to the end of the show. We wanted to make it to the end of the show. We just wanted it to be fun. So I said, Dad, you know, let's play, let's watch some of the ghost hunter things. My dad's like, he had to pause it. God damn, could that bitch shut up? He goes, Jesus Christ. He goes, God dang. He goes, how about every other scream we take a shot? Yeah, literally, my dad said every other scream we had to take a shot. He said we were alcoholics. Well, we don't drink them like that. We don't drink a full shot. We take sips out of the shot. Okay. Yeah, we didn't tell my dad the full. Um, we didn't tell my dad the full rules. You have to take a sip out of the shot. You don't, you know. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah. I won the first. And it was like the second time we played, my dad was a seasoned player. Mm, I miss my dad. So, did you hear the rumors about a whole huge, huge city built underneath the United States? My dad and I used to talk about it. We used to talk about a lot of cool stuff. That's what I miss. So, I've been kind of lazy today, but I've been going through some of my clothes. I had to wash a bunch of my clothes because the rats in the RV got in it and pooped all over it, so I had to wash all my clothes up. Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to all future mothers if you're pregnant, and to if you already have children, you know, happy Mummy's Day. And just think, you know, I'm hoping to be a grandmother to like a computer screen. Oh, look, Devin. Oh, that's such a beautiful computer screen. Yeah. Yeah, that's a beautiful computer screen. That's beautiful. Yeah. Hmm. A lot of coconut. Hmm. Limited release. Oh, yeah. Because all the white trash drink it up and start glowing in the fucking dark. Oh, sorry. I gotta use my inside voice. My dad told me one time, we were joking, and about, I guess it was a long time ago. I have a great grandmother who pissed off a load of people. Um, and anyway, she was really weary about devils and demons. Kid you not? She believed if you pointed your shoes, say like when you take your shoes off, you know, and you put them off and it's pointing towards you, that the devil will jump in, and then he's going to jump in your body, and you know, he's going to have a devil dance and all kinds of crazy shit happen. So my dad Hey, I told you, Bombay, quit it. Anyway, before I was interrupted, my father put his shoe pointing towards the bed. Then he took his other shoe pointing away from the bed. My great grandmother came up to him and she goes, "What's that?" And my dad looks, well, the devil jumps in, he's going to rip his asshole up. Oh, God. Oh. Ah. So, what is everybody doing for Mother's Day? I spent some time talking with my son and spent some time outside drying my hair and just more or less reflecting what I'm going to write about in my scripts and how I'm going to present these characters because, you know, I can redo a character line and stuff down the road, but that first impression is very important. So I want to get what I feel, how I want the character to grow, how you're going to see that character, and how you're going to see that character a year from now is going to be something of a growth, along with the other character I'm thinking about. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do play different characters. I am going to play the mother until I get some, let's put it this way, until I get like called a bigger paycheck. I'm paying myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the mother and myself in one different thing, and then on a different thing I'm going to have a different character basis. So they're only going to interact with like pretend, how can I say, I'm going to play other characters like me. I'm going to play me, and I'm going to talk to like my friend who's a matchmaker, but she just want to matchmake me, and she doesn't say anything that she's a matchmaker. I was going to use this channel because all I do is sit here and talk, so it would be good to have something where in the background, instead of seeing this, a picture of my night sky, instead of seeing a picture of my night sky, you will see a picture of one of my characters, or even a half screen with one character and then another character, you know? I know, I am getting so excited about how the character is going to be, how my neighbors are going to think, what is she yelling? Who's she yelling at out the door, you know? And I'm going to be like, I got Tourette's, that's all. Who's your grandma? Oh, God. I would have never yelled that to my grandma. Oh, crap, no. What did you say? And then I would say something totally different than what I actually said. My cousins used to laugh about it all the time. You know, well, you, what did you say? I love you, Grandma. That's what I'm talking there. Oh, Johnny. See, I'm going to play both characters exactly. So what I'm talking is when they cut away and you look away, it's a whole different character and a different, you know, thing talking to that person. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm trying to figure out, I have some recording devices because I want to interact words with a recording device. So I'm thinking of, I have some old phones. So I'm going to use the old phones to record. They have about a 20-minute recording. Not, yeah, not 20-minute, but so many, you know, enough to make it where I can interact a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Trust me, I'm excited. I'm thinking, I'm weird enough. My neighbor's going to think I'm going to be super weird. Woohoo! This week is Super Week coming up. That's right. Let's talk. I'll be talking about what my neighbors thought about me this week. Woo, yeah, they are going to be thinking I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They'll be calling. Hi, we got a woman. She's talking to a grandma. Yeah, I don't know if she's channeling her or she just, what she is saying is really weird. And I don't think you channel a grandmother for that. Okay, all right, thank you. And they put me on hold. Can you believe that? My grandmother never talked about her, you know, getting together with her friends, which I heard a lot of it. They played, you know, the Ouija board, and my grandmother said something like it was really creepy. And I said, you didn't bring nothing home. No, 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 you tell them to stay there. Stay away, stay where you're at. Bye, bye, bye. I didn't play with that. Dang, I got burned with other things. I used to love these. They were old hairpins, you know, from they could be 200-300 years old, and I used to collect them. And I had a friend who had a hairpin that was, I don't know what it was. It was fucking evil because it just caused me. It just, I wore it once and it just like, it was a bad, like infected me, you know. And then I had to have help getting, you know, so I don't wear my hair like I used to know how you can like gather it up and put it up with the hair thing. Oh yeah, not anymore. Oh no. I used to have a collection. You used to, not anymore. And after that, my grandma got me this. It's in Polish. And everywhere I reside, where I live, is where it goes with. So yeah. I don't know what it says. It's in it's in Polish. So what I can go and do is go on Google and type it out and see if it's Polish or German and see what it says. Because it doesn't show on here. When I show it on here, you don't see the markings on here, which are very unique, and the markings below here, which is a different type of cross that I want to look up, see what kind of cross it is, what does it mean, that type of thing. So that's, you know, it says Heer, like here, but I don't know if it's Polish or German. But my grandmother had me since, yeah, like my dad said, God dang, I got really good insurance, but you know, I got alcohol there, you could have become an alcoholic. I got pills. Nope. My dad did have really good insurance. I loved my dad's insurance. I had it till I was 22 years old. It was fucking awesome. I got my teeth done. They were clean and everything. After that, it was like a shit pot. Oh, shit. Yeah. My dad was a corporate lawyer for Daimler Chrysler when it was ruled by the Germans. And then when they sold it, and then we have, who? Oh, yeah, I got the Italians bought it. Oh, I love the Italians. You know why? My Jeep, Italian leather. That baby, if you were, you know, I'm telling you this, when you're wearing short shorts, that leather feels so flippin' nice. If you know, cool the car down like 5 minutes before you get in, oh, that is the nicest leather on your booty. Yes, I should Google Translate it. I will read it out loud and I will look it up. But I can't do that here. If I do that, um, if I go to leave the screen from here, what will happen is it'll just like, it'll be a blank screen and you'll be like stuck in limbo. So I got to do that afterwards, you know, just look it up. All right. Read it. Okay, I'll read out the letters. All right. It says, G, E, E, F, second letter, A, N, D, I, T, H, U, I, S, and it looks like UNV is like this. Z, E, G, E, N, and with the umlaut, oh, let me show, umlaut, O, P, D, A, T, E, L, K, E, E, N, H, I, E, R, J, A, L, L, U, it looks like a N, another, you know, well, oh, crap. Where is that? Right. UNV, looks like UNV, WEGEN, and that's it. It sounds more German because Polish has a different way it sounds. It's Polski, but it could be anything, you know? Oh, shoot. It's G E F GEISUNVZEGEN umlaut OPDATELKEENHIER, like hair. GALLINVWEGEN. Oh, good. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Give this house blessing wherever we go. So it'll be blessed. See, I'm blessed. Woo-hoo. Aww. My family were actually fishermen. That's how they came to America. They found a bunch of gold. But yeah, that is beautiful. Thank you. That's a blessing today. Well, I always like the Dutch. You know, it's I always wanted Dutch shoes. My uncle had a pair. I used to wear them when he was gone. Mm. Amen to you, John, my Polish prince. Mm. Yes, may we all come home in the right time. But yeah, I got 2 black kitties. I feel blessed. Hold it. I told you. Mr. Bombay, you're getting on my nerves. Mr. Bombay's got really bad burping. I don't know what the deal is with him. Oh. Yes, I can hold in my burps. I can do all that. But I'm having fun. It's my channel. I know how it's to act like a, you know, a lady that doesn't burp and all that stuff in real public life. I had a huge spider, I swear to God, and you know, it was literally like this much away from me, like a good 2 feet up there. I woke up and that was gone, and I'm like, I hope that motherfucker's gone somewhere, because I don't, that sucker was this big. He was that big up there, and I'm like, oh, it's not no itty bitty spider. The motherfucker going to find his. I was going to call my son, but it just, by the time I woke up, it was gone. No spiders. I have no spiders. I have no rats. I have 2 cats. No rats, but 2 cats. I'm trying a new litter out called Pretty Litter, and it's really good. I'm very happy with it. 2 cats. You don't even smell the litter. You don't smell the box. Nothing. It's amazing. I'm not being paid to say anything about that product. It's just my personal usage. I'm being honest that I have 2 cats, 1 box, and not enough room to put another box in, because that is what is suggested in most cases, that you put for cat, you put another box in. So we're seeing how this Pretty Litter works, and so far I'm a very happy customer. I am not complaining. Oh, burping spiders. Damn, man. Ah, geez, I gotta get a special burping spider formula. You know, I tried that last week and they've been all out of burping spider. You know, oh, well, we'll do the next best thing. It's called Spiritual. The burping spiders, we'll just use this because it's good. There we go. There we go. Dang burping spiders. I got a lot of burping spiders. Oh, I haven't vacuumed in a whole while. So, oh, I got a buttload of them suckers. They're all having burping spider parties. Ah, dang. Ah. Go through all my liquid, darn it. I really had a wonderful kids, and my son, he's been really good. So I told him, well, just, you know, cook me whatever. I don't want him to cost him nothing because he's saving money. So I told him they're having his Friday, the coalition's having a thing. I'll show you guys, you know, and I showed my son so he can get a job. Be a lot better than him just delivering food, because that's what he's been doing. I think that's what I'll be doing too. Delivering food with me and my burping spiders. You imagine me? Thank you, brother. Right, Mr. Bombay? Oh, he's just sleeping. Oh, that is so beautiful. I am going to take a picture of that. I love that. There. I took a picture of that. I love that. That is true. I feel that if somebody is what they call, you know, I guess a reward, you know, I don't see nothing wrong. Don't matter the age. Thank you, John slash Polish Prince. My grandparents were amazing. They were what I thought the most characteristic, just unusual people I've ever met. My grandma and I would watch the Jeffersons and all kinds of different things that were out in the timeline that we were watching, and it was great. My grandfather wouldn't watch any of that. He was a whole different specimen, a whole different person. Oh, I tell you, he was, if you lied to him once, he never talked to you hardly. So I never lied to him. I just tell him the truth. Shoot, yeah, I fell. I was running and playing by your shit after you even told us, and it's my footmarks. Yep. Exactly. Even now. Let's put it this way. I had my son help me get my taxes done. Omega knows that if I paid someone to do it, it would be way more. He lent me $100, plus I felt more of a thing to help him out financially. I paid him a certain amount of money, more than what I borrowed, way more. And I have, and the only thing I haven't done is reached out to my daughter. I don't know how to reach out to her, so I got to figure out a way to contact her in some sort of fashion. My son was talking about Facebook, so I'll talk to him again about it. But you're right. Don't take your kids for granted, because they're the ones that are going to be putting you in that little old folks home, you know what I mean? And sometimes you piss them off and you're the daddy who's the asshole. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Like my son used to joke for years and years. You know what you're going to get? And my ex would go, yeah, Devin, I know I'm going to get. He used to talk about Hunegard or some, like, a German name for a big woman. And he would go, that's who's going to be taking care of you, you know? It, hey, Dev.
Here, Mom.
Hey, Devin. Hey, what's the name that you use that you're going to have take care of your dad when he's old?
What are you talking about?
Like, instead of Hunegard or for like a woman to take care of your dad when he's old.
You talking about like Helga or something?
Helga. Yeah, he said that he was going to have Helga take care of his dad, right?
I don't know.
But that's so funny. So, your cat's my best friend. He's just sitting up there. My cat's the one that's hiding. Bombay is just sitting up there being a good boy.
Is your cat scared of him or something?
My cat's scared of him. Yeah, I think so. I think my cat is a little bit shy. So you gotta be good because you don't want Helga taken care of, Hi, I'm Helga. Oh,
well, all I'm thinking is big Polish or Russian or big fat Polish woman or something like that.
Hi, I'm Helga. So, what? Okay, you going to cook me pizza?
Yeah, I can cook.
Okay, thanks. See, I am blessed. I got my kids. Because I'm not going to be stuck with Helga like my ex. Oh, I can see it. Oh, trust me. Oh my God. Hey, I think it's hilarious. I used to. My son used to go, yeah, Dad, you just wait. You know who's going to pick out where you're going to be at. And my ex would go, no. Helga, that's who's going to be your girl. Her name is going to be Helga. And he walked away. Oh, God. He was so mad at him, and I thought it was so hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Yeah. The kids are different now, but the point is, it's still in my head, you know? So here's all you mamas out there. Yeah, I went through my stuff and look what I found. I found my last year's, you know, oh, who am I kidding? It was so cheap, I couldn't believe it. I could have bought it with my money from, my bobblehead thing that I put money in. Yeah, it was like I think $1.25. I got it from you know, the Dollar General or whatever. Ugh. Oh, dang it. Whew. Oh boy. Oh, those spiders are bad. I gotta get some spider spray. No. Well, I got my special spider stuff here. I have it going on, and I'll go and smoke them out. That's what I'll do. I'll smoke them out. Maybe a mustache. Back in the day, one of my favorite commercials was they had it. I think it was like they were imitating Russian, like you know how they go some of and they have like a woman with a beach ball, and then winter wear is like a muff or something like that. It's real hilarious, and it was like my favorite. It was like commercial. I used to know it by heart. Some of oh God, I used to sit there and think. Yeah, I really would. I would sit there and think, God dang, that's my family. Oh God. Oh well, no one's gonna know. What did you say? Really? That was one cat. Yes, that was Bobby. What do you want, Bobby? Really? Oh, is that so? Well, come on up. Okay. He's in a mood. He's always in a mood. Right, Bobby? Aw. Here is to all you people out there doing the best you can. Amen. Miller Lite commercial. Be all you can be, Miller Lite. Cheers to you. I am so blessed. I am so lucky to have the friends that I do. I'm just pulling this up. My blurbles. I gotta take care of my blurbles. They're getting a little bit blurbly. What? What do you see? Hi, I'm drinking boop, 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 light, and it is so wonderful. Even my burp spiders like them. I gotta go to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh.
Hey, Mom, did you say something?
No, I didn't say anything, Devin. There we go. All right. Okay. Whew. Well, thank you, everyone. I love you guys. Bye.